मेरी आवाज नहीं आ रही है आपकी ज्यादा सी भी।
अस्सलामुअलैकुम भाई।
मिस आवाज नहीं आ रही आपकी। हेलो। हेलो। हाय हाय।
Assalamu alaikum. How are you all?
वालेकुम
अस्सलाम
अस्सलाम।
वालेकुम।
हाय मिस।
Assalam beta. Can you hear me properly?
Yes, miss, I can hear
Yes,
you.
yes,
Okay,
miss, we can hear you.
beta. Turn off your mics, beta.
Yes,
Okay,
she.
ओके मिस।
okay, beta. Once again, good morning to you all. And Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? I hope you all will be fine, inshallah. So, as I told
यस।
you that yesterday, I told you on Google Classroom that today's topic is, or you can say the chapter is Pakistan since 1947. Beta, this chapter is most important chapter. So many dates are here, so many events are here. So that's why this chapter is most important chapter. Is it clear? Date wise, personality wise. So most of the material regarding your paper is present in this chapter. So that's why I want to repeat this chapter again and again, because it is very lengthy chapter, and um, I hope you can understand my words. So be ready, prepare your sheets, turn on your camera. Only Shahroz has turned on his camera, and also Ramla. Okay, Iman, beta, turn on your camera. Some students are here in the class, I think that all the students should turn on their cameras, and so I can see your copies properly, and we can discuss the whole questions properly. Okay, well done, beta. Iman Rashid has turned on his her camera. Ramla turned on her camera. Shahroz. Okay, Sumaya, turn on your camera. Sumaya, you are not participating in the class. You are not giving the answers. What is the problem, beta? Turn on your camera, beta. You have 5 minutes. After that, I will put you in the waiting room. If you are not going to turn on your camera, then I will put you in the waiting room. Okay, so first of all, as I told you, me waiting, beta. um, Sumaya, Aisha Hassan, Muhammad Arib, turn on your cameras. Okay, Ramla, Shahroz, I can see you. Okay, well done. As I told you that this is our revision chapter. So once again, we are going to revise this chapter. So first of all, I want to tell you that in our previous revision lecture, we mostly discussed the first half of this chapter. So I'm going to try the second half of the chapter. Is it clear? So some questions are from the first half, but most of the questions are from the second half of the chapter. Is it clear? Okay. Show me your Shahroz and Ramla, beta. Show me your papers. Okay. Okay, well done, beta. Okay. Without any delay, we have to start our questions. So first question is, when did Pakistan host, sorry, here is a writing mistake, post, but it is, the correct word is host. Is it clear? Okay. When did Pakistan host the Islamic Summit Conference? Is it clear? When did Pakistan host the Islamic Summit Conference? You know, these topics are most important topics like the Islamic Summit Conference, Afghan War, the 1988 elections, Islamization movement. These are the most important topics. Is it clear? So be careful for these questions and these topics. You have to learn very well uh, these topics. Okay. So write the question, when did Pakistan host the Islamic Summit Conference?
22 February 1974.
Wait a minute, beta. Yes, we are going to ask the question. Okay, Sharoz, you have already told the answer. Now, Aisha Hassan, Iman Rashid, beta, give me the
Miss
answer.
Pakistan hosted the Islamic Summit Conference on February 22 to 24, 1947.
Very good. Very good. So write down the proper answer, and the answer is Pakistan hosted the Islamic Summit Conference on February 22, 24, 1974. And you have to write the name of Islamic Summit Conference in the uppercase. Is it clear? In uppercase. First word of Islamic Summit and Conference will be in uppercase. It means in the capital letter. Is it clear? So I repeat the question, the answer of the question. Pakistan hosted the Islamic Summit Conference on February 22 till 24, 1974. Write down the proper date. Is it clear? Pakistan hosted the Islamic Summit Conference on February 22, 24, 1974. Okay, done. Sumaya. Okay, Ramla, yes, I can see your answer. Very good. Muhammad Arif, turn on your camera. Aisha Hassan, Muhammad Arif, Sumaya, turn on your cameras. Otherwise, within 2 minutes, I will put you in the waiting room. Okay, next question is, who abrogated the Constitution of 1962? Who abrogated the Constitution of 1962? Wait a minute, beta. I will ask the, I will call the name. Then you have to tell me. Okay, who abrogated the Constitution of 1962? Yes. Who will give the answer? Only Shahroz is raising the hand. What is the problem with Sumaya, Aisha? Aisha, if you have not the facility of mic, then you can turn on your camera. Sumaya, yes. Yes, Ramla. Tell me the answer. Do you know the answer? Who abrogated the Constitution 1962? Yes, Ramla.
Miss President Ayub Khan.
No. President Ayub Khan is not the right answer. President Ayub Khan actually introduced the new constitution in 1962, but who abrogated? Abrogated means कि किसने उसको खत्म कर दिया, उस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को किसने खत्म किया? Who abrogated? Okay, Shahroz, tell me the answer, right answer. If you know, then tell me the right answer.
Miss Miss Zulfikar Ali Bhutto.
Sorry?
Miss Zulfikar Ali Bhutto.
No. Beta, this question is from your fill in the blanks. So you have to learn the filling the blanks also. When I told you that the test will be the in the chapter, from the whole chapter, then you have to learn the filling the blanks. And
Miss
this is
General
General Yahya Khan.
Yahya Khan.
Is it clear? General Yahya Khan abrogated the Constitution 1962. YAHYA, Yahya. General Yahya Khan abrogated the Constitution of 1962. Sumaya, turn on your camera, otherwise I will also put you in the waiting room. I already put Sayyida Aisha Hassan and Muhammad Arib in the waiting room. Turn on your cameras. Okay, beta, show me your copy, Shahroz, Iman, and Ramla. Only 3 students are participating in the class. So, show me your copy. Very good. Very good. Okay. When did Soviet Union, very good, Iman, well done. When did Soviet Union invade Afghanistan? और आप लोग ये चीज़ याद रखिए, जहाँ से मैं ये फिलिंग द ब्लैंक्स ले रही हूँ, इट मीन्स दी ऑल दीज टॉपिक्स आर मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट. When did Soviet Union invade Afghanistan? Yes.
Miss Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan in 1979.
Okay. Yes, Ramla. Are you there? I can't see you properly,
Yes, Miss.
beta. Okay, Ramla. Okay. Very good, Shahroz. So, question is, when did Soviet Union invade Afghanistan? The Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan in 1979. The Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan in 1979. Very good. Okay. Now, next question is, okay, next question is, okay, very good, beta. I can see the copy of Ramla, Shahroz. Very good. Next question is, write down the full form of PNA. Write down the full form of PNA. Write down the full form of PNA. Okay, write down the full form of PNA. Any idea about PNA? Okay, tell me the answer if you have any idea, beta. Sheroz, any idea, beta? No?
ये कोई बस political party. It will be a political party. I mean.
Okay, look at after the class, you have to look at on page number 101. And now I'm telling you the answer. The topic is the Islamization. Is it clear? When fresh elections were conducted in March 1971, most of the opposition parties united as the name Pakistan National Alliance. Is it clear? So the full form of PNA is Pakistan National Alliance. P, N, and A will be in the uppercase. Is it clear?
Yes.
P, N, and A will be in the capital letter. Pakistan National Alliance. Is it clear? The full form
Yes.
of PNA is Pakistan National Alliance. Write down first, then I will explain this topic to you once again. The full form of PNA is Pakistan National Alliance. Alliance के spellings ALLIANCE. ALLIANCE. What will be the meaning of alliance?
Getting united.
Alliance का मतलब आपको पता है? Alliance mean together, be together. Is it clear? यानी इसका मतलब है कि
United.
when there are some parties which have not the big or great voter list, and जिसे हम कहते हैं कि छोटी political parties. Is it clear? When these parties get together in the elections, and they make an alliance in the elections. So जब बड़ी बड़ी पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज होती हैं और उनके दरमियान कोई हमारे मुल्क में बहुत सारी छोटी पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज भी हैं, when they when they are together, that means they make an alliance. Is it clear? You can say in other words group of small parties, political parties in the country. और वो अलग अलग इलेक्शंस नहीं लड़ते, अपने आप को स्ट्रेंथन करने के लिए वो सब मिल जाते हैं वक्ती तौर पर इलेक्शंस में. Is it clear? So when there were elections conducted in March 1977, most of the opposition parties, not the not the greater party of that time, but the opposition parties, all the opposition parties united as the Pakistan National Alliance. So it means when different political parties are united, so they are called alliance. Is it clear? Concept is clear in your mind about alliance? Yes, Iman? Sheroz, your
Yes,
concept?
miss. Thank you, miss. Thank you, Miss Jazakallah.
Okay, okay. So next question is, when did President Ziaul Haq conduct non-party elections? यानी parties का नाम नहीं था, बस elections थे. When did President Ziaul Haq conduct non-party elections?
1966.
Okay, beta, tell me the answer.
Yes, 1966.
No, right answer is 1985. All the questions are mostly from page number 100 till last page. Is it clear? So be careful, read these topics carefully after your class or for the preparation of your exams. Is it clear? So the topic is learn from experience 1987 till 2006. So this is the heading of this topic on page number 101. Okay, so proper answer is General Ziaul Haq had conducted elections on a non-party basis in 1985. General Ziaul Haq had conducted elections on a non-party basis in 1985. Have you done? Okay, last question is, but we have much time now. So I want to ask some other questions which are not present in this slide, but be ready for that because we have almost 15 minutes, more 15 minutes. So last question is write down three early problems of newly born government of Pakistan in 1947. Write down three early problems faced by newly born government of Pakistan in 1947. First of all, write down the question. Then after that, you have to give me the three names of the early problems.
Yes, may I?
Just a minute, beta.
Miss, please check my copy. I'm showing.
Just a minute, beta. Yes, Cheros, what are you saying?
So I'm saying, please check my copy. I'm showing it.
Okay, just a minute, beta. Yes, show me your copy. Very good. Very good. Okay. Now tell me once again the three problems. Ramla, beta, tell me the names of three problems first of all. Wait a minute, Sheroz, beta. Ramla, you have to tell me just three major issues you can say, or three basic problems when Pakistan came into being in 1947.
Miss, the major issues at the time of its creation, some of these were large numbers of refugees and the dispute over Kashmir and the cash problems,
Very
Indus water
water dispute.
dispute.
Very good. Very good. You can write all the four problems in your copy as well. Very good. Very good, Sharoz. I know you can tell me. Okay, tell me, beta. Sharoz.
The three major early problems faced by newly born government of Pakistan in 1947 were the
Hmm.
cash problem, problem of Kashmir, and the Indus water dispute,
Very good.
which was resolved by UNO.
Okay, very good. So write down these three major problems in your copy. सिर्फ तीन एक दो तीन मुझे मिला के चार Okay, so here we have done.
1 minute, miss.
Okay. First of all, now you can see a slide on your screens about the birth of Bangladesh. Is it clear? So, first of all, I will explain you uh, I will give you a short review about the birth of Bangladesh. So many times I have given you the review of Bangladesh, separation of Bangladesh, yeah, you can say birth of Bangladesh. But once again, I will give you a review, and then after that, I will ask some short questions regarding this topic. Is it clear? Because we have much time now,
Excuse me,
so
miss.
we have to complete our class. So first of all, I will give you a short review of this topic, then I will ask you some 2 or 3 questions about this topic, because this topic is most important topic. Is it clear? So okay, you can see on the screen that the heading is the birth of Bangladesh. So in March 1969, Ayub Khan was forced to resign, and General Yahya Khan became the president and declared martial law, but held fair and free elections in 1970. So this part is most important part regarding the birth of Bangladesh. Is it clear? So first of all, I want to ask you a question. How many provinces are there at the time of partition in Pakistan? When Pakistan came into being, you can say like this: when Pakistan came into being, how many provinces are there?
Miss Sindh, Punjab, Balochistan,
No,
and
beta,
WR.
no, think properly. Think first thing, then give me the answer. At the time of independence, there are not 4 provinces.
Miss East and West Pakistan.
Yes, yes, East Pakistan and West Pakistan. Is it clear? So when there was East Pakistan and West Pakistan. So in East Pakistan, all were the Bengalis. Most of the population was Bengali, but they were Muslims. And at the time of partition, they said that they will go with Pakistan. So Pakistan was divided into 2 parts, in East Pakistan and West Pakistan. Right now, we are living in the part of West Pakistan. Is it clear? So there were not the names of the provinces like Punjab, Sindh, and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, but it was called, all the provinces are together, and they were called West Pakistan. Is it clear? So in the East Pakistan, there was Awami League won most of the seats. Is it clear? And I told you how many seats they won. Anyone can tell the answer? Awami League won how many seats? They won in East Pakistan in the elections.
Miss 179.
Sheroz, 167 seats out of 169. Just 2 seats were not there for them.
Okay, miss.
And remember all these things, these all things, all dates and events and facts and figures are most important of this chapter. Is it clear? So Awami League won most of the seats, and which what is the number of seats? 167 seats out of 169 seats. Is it clear? So when Awami League won the most of the seats, they demanded to that power should be transferred to them. And who demanded? Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, who was the leader of Awami League. Is it clear? Awami League के leader कौन थे? Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Because you know all the most important administration and all the offices and all the most important institutions are there in West Pakistan, and so India tried to uh, start the conspiracies in the East Pakistan. They said to the people of East Pakistan that the people of West Pakistan are not with you, and there was a long distance between the 2 parts, and between the 2 parts of Pakistan was there India. Is it clear? And East Pakistan is 1600 kilometers far from West Pakistan. Is it clear? And there were not the communications, means of communications were there on daily basis. So the political party of East Pakistan started to demand for a new country for the power, and they demanded that power should be transferred to them. And on March 26, 1971, Pakistan Army took action in East Pakistan because India tried to make conspiracies in East Pakistan on a greater level. So Pakistan Army took action in East Pakistan. As a result, East Pakistan became an independent country by the name of Bangladesh in 1971. Is it clear? So these are some facts and figures of the separation of Bangladesh. Is it clear? So my question is, who was the leader of Awami League in East Pakistan? Who was the leader of Awami League in East Pakistan? Tell me the answer. Who will give me the answer? Yes, Sheroz.
Sir, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman.
Sorry.
Yes,
Who was the leader of
Sheikh Mujibur Rahman.
Sheikh Mujibur
Yes,
Rahman?
Rahman.
Very good. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. The whole topic which is in your book on page number 100 is most important topic. Is it clear? Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was the leader of Awami League. And how many seats how many seats they won in East Pakistan in the elections? Yes, Iman. Can you tell me how many seats?
Miss, most of the
On
seats they
67.
won.
Beta,
They
number of
crossed the
seats.
other seats. They.
Beta, number of seats. Because this is
Number
very
of seats.
Miss,
important.
167 seats.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Okay,
Miss.
Iman. 167 seats. They won
Yes, Miss.
167 seats out of 169. Is it
9. Yes, Miss.
okay? Underline these lines
Yes, Miss.
after the class and write down on that topic, most important topic. So page number 100 till page number 104 are the most important topics. If you can open your book, then you can see all the topics are most important topics, especially uh, the constitution, सेपरेशन ऑफ बांग्लादेश. स्टार्ट वाले पेजेस तो इम्पोर्टेंट हैं ही, ये लास्ट वाले पेजेस की मैं बात कर रही हूँ, ठीक है. द 98 इलेक्शन, अफगान वार, द इस्लामाइजेशन मूवमेंट, एंड देन लॉयर्स मूवमेंट, 2008 इलेक्शंस, वॉर ऑफ टेरर. इज इट क्लियर? दीज आर द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स. बाकियों को भी आपने पढ़ना है, ये नहीं है कि वो इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है, वो भी बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट हैं. इज इट क्लियर? सो द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक इज़ द बर्थ ऑफ बांग्लादेश. इसमें बहुत सारे डेट्स एंड इवेंट्स हैं, बहुत सारे नेम्स हैं, आपने इन सबको बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ना है. इज़ इट क्लियर? सो नेम द पर्सनैलिटीज़ हैं इसमें. सो दीज आर द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स. Any question, anything you want to explain from my side, you can ask me, beta. Any topic, anything, because right now we have also some time. Okay, then you can see that I told you that Pakistan Army took action in the east. So underline this line on March 26, 1971 on page number 100. Then on December 16, the Pakistan commander in East Pakistan surrendered to the Indian forces, and approximately 90,000 Pakistani soldiers became prisoners of the war. इसको भी अंडरलाइन कर लीजिए. पेज नंबर 100 पे है. द बर्थ ऑफ बांग्लादेश का लास्ट पैराग्राफ है, इसकी सेकंड लास्ट लाइन है. बर्थ ऑफ बांग्लादेश की सेकंड लास्ट लाइन है. ये भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट लाइन है कि क्योंकि इंडिया ने भी हमला किया था, पाकिस्तान ने भी किया, तो पाकिस्तानी आर्मी के ऑलमोस्ट 90,000 सोल्जर्स बिकेम द प्रिजनर्स ऑफ द वॉर। वो वॉर में प्रिजनर्स बन गए, उन्हें कैदी बना लिया गया, उन्हें कैद कर लिया गया। इज इट क्लियर? और उस वक्त की इंडियन प्राइम मिनिस्टर कौन थी? इंदिरा गांधी। गांधी की बेटी थी ये इंदिरा गांधी। व्हेन इंडियन आर्मी when Indian army attacked on Pakistan, at that time the prime minister of India was Indira Gandhi. Is it clear? So underline these lines, underline these most important topics. So that's all for today, beta. If you have any problem in the Eid holidays, then you can ask me after the Eid holidays in the virtual class. I will once again explain to you. Is it clear? So thank you
सहन से
so
कम हो
much
गए
for being with me. You are the two
काफिल मिस ईद
students
मुबारक
at the end of the class. You are two students who are with me. So thank you so much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.
इससे दो ही पार्टिसिपेंट्स आएगा ऐसे
Okay. Thank you so much, beta. Allah Hafiz. Jazakallah.
ईद मुबारक मिस ईद मुबारक मिस अल्लाह हाफिज
Same to you, beta. Same to you. Both of you. Same to you. Thank you so much. Jazakallah. Allah Hafiz.